taken the dangers of texting and driving to a whole new level.
Graphic illustration of the combustible mix of teenagers, cars, and distraction.
But now add to that texting and driving.
A warning about distracted driving, talking on the phone, even if it's hands-free.
And a warning about texting while driving, but is that message getting through to teenage
drivers? A new warning tonight from the American justice system that distracted
Now we want to move on to an alarming warning about texting while
Danger
driving.
of
You know it's dangerous.
texting
Many
while
people
driving.
still
Cell phone
continue
video
to do it, and
capturing
now
a
they're
distracted teenager behind the wheel as he loses control.
Many people seem to believe that they're invincible, that their actions have no repercussions, and texting and driving is no exception to this. Drivers believe their risk of crashing to be lower than other drivers on the road, but the truth is, the cost of texting and driving is far greater than a fine.
When you drive with people, do they text and drive?
Oh, all the time. I can't really think of a time where you're out driving with your friends and they don't look down to change the music, see a text from their friend or their mom or anything like that. And to be honest, it happens all the time, and there's really nothing you can do about that. It's just the way that we live nowadays.
My mom texts and drives, and I don't like it.
I don't drive, so when I'm sitting in the passenger seat or in the back seat or whatever, and my friends are texting and driving, you kind of have that little urge where you're like, I don't want to say anything, I don't want to be a controlling person when I'm not even driving, but at the same time, you kind of just have to do what's good for you and the people around you.
Because it's dangerous. Anything could happen. She's not focused at what she should be focused at, and I don't like that.
I mean, honestly, there's not really anything, important enough to be, endangering myself, I guess, but I don't know, you just gotta do it.
Texting while driving heightens the risk of an accident by 400%. And despite this frightening statistic and various preventative laws in Massachusetts, more people than ever are using their phones on the road.
So I was driving down one of the roads in West Plymouth to go pick up one of my friends from work, and I was just a straightaway, and there's a small intersection. There's no lights or anything. It's just a stop sign, and I saw my phone vibrate in the corner of my eye. So I looked down to go, just see what it was, and before I could even slide it over, I looked up fast and I rear-ended the car in front of me. When the girl that I hit came out of the car, she had her son with her. So that scared me because it could have been so much worse. So it just really opened my eyes. You can really hurt someone, yourself, or anyone around you.
Now more than ever, students at Plymouth North see the issue of distracted driving prevail. Frequently, it is new drivers putting their lives and the lives of others in danger.
Technique for texting and driving. See, you keep one hand on the wheel, right hand on the phone, keep it over here so that they don't know. You can't see the road that way, but that way they don't know you're texting and driving.
Under Chapter 9013B, and basically what that calls for is anyone found texting and driving at any given time will be subject to a $105 fine. And then there are subsequent fines for that, for $255 for a second offense, and again $505 for a third offense. Now that is any time they're in a motor vehicle. The only time they can't be stopped in traffic. The issue is if somebody's texting, they're driving a motor vehicle, unless that vehicle is parked in park, people are not to be texting in any way, shape, or form.
As a culture so dependent on technology, some believe that they can multitask effectively. This is a misconception. The brain cannot focus on two things at once, but switches between tasks rapidly. The inattention blindness that texting causes impairs the driver's reflexes. Drivers using cell phones look at, but fail to see up to 50% of the information in their driving environment.
Your average text would take 4.5 to 5 seconds. In that 4 to 5 seconds, while you're texting and going 55 miles an hour, you've traveled the length of a football field. All right, so the issue here is, it's a long distance. If you're not paying attention to the road, you can swerve right or left, you can leave the lane, hit someone head on, you could sideswipe somebody in the other lane, you could drive off the road.
I know it's overused, like the saying's overused, but really think about it before you pick up your phone. Like, I mean, usually you're only in the car for what, 15 minutes to go somewhere? It can really wait, or worst comes to worst, just pull over, text, and then get back on the road.
Because honestly, like, it's both of our lives in their hands right there, and if you're not responsible about that and you're gonna text and drive, you might as well just say, you know, be throwing away both of our lives, you know?
Don't text and drive. It's dangerous. You're putting all our lives in danger, but she just doesn't listen.